Okay, so first we're going to go to DGP. So you go to classwork, DGP, right here. And DGP November 16 through 20. All right. Okay, so our sentence for this week is you should have gone to the school dance by yourself. Raise your hand if you can tell me a noun. Raise your hand if you can tell me a noun. Abraham. Well, normally that's very tricky because it normally would be a noun.
School is an adjective.
But in this case, it's going to be an adjective. Now let's talk about why. Now what's the actual noun?
Dance.
Dance, because it's a dance, right? And why is school in this case going to be an adjective? Because in school, normally school would be a noun. When if you say I'm going to school, that's a place. But in this case, what is school describing?
Dance.
The dance. Because an adjective describes a noun, right? And dance is a noun. So the school dance is an adjective that describes what kind of dance is a school dance. Does that make sense? Why school is an adjective? Words, here's what a wise person once told me. Words are like actors. Words are like actors. It's not just the word. A school is not always going to be a noun, the word school. It depends on how it's used in the sentence. Does that make sense? You can't just always say, oh, one word is always going to be a certain part of speech. It all depends on how it's used.
What if I said, I like going to school?
Okay. Then he said, okay, what if, he said, he had a great question. Eric said, what if I like going to school, or I like going to school? Okay. In this case, school is a noun because it's a place, right? Like a person, place, or thing. But if I said, I enjoy eating school lunch. In this case, school is a what? Adjective, because you're describing lunch. Okay. Y'all see any pronouns? Words that take the place of a noun? Like instead of saying Charlie, I'd say you. You. So that's a pronoun. P-R-O. And it's also a second person pronoun because I and me, if I'm talking about to myself,
Right.
if I'm talking to myself, it's I and me. If I'm talking to you, it's second person. So first person is just myself. Me and someone else is second person. So put a 2 in front of it. I don't know if y'all have that on yours. Let me increase this a little bit. Okay. So 2, and then it is a nominative pronoun.
Huh?
Is a nominative pronoun. So N-O-M. Now, what is nominative? It just means it's in the subject of the sentence instead of the predicate of the sentence. Subject's the beginning of it, tells you who or what. Predicate is towards the end. So you have 2 choices. You either have nominative or pronouns, or you have objective pronouns. Try to let this sink in for a second, so I don't spend a long time on it. I call these the Cookie Monsters.
Oh, what?
The Cookie Monsters. Because Cookie Monster does not know his nominative and his objective pronouns. He always says, me want cookies.
What?
Have you ever heard Cookie Monster? He says, me want cookies. What is it? Is he supposed to say me want cookies? No, because you know what? I is a nominative. It goes to the beginning. The cookies are for me. That's okay. Because that goes to the end, right? But you don't say me at the beginning to describe yourself. Me is hungry. Unless you're a baby or a caveman. You don't say me is hungry. Okay?
Hungry.
Because me is not a nominative pronoun. What is a nominative pronoun? What do you say? I am hungry. So a nominative pronoun would be I. What about you? I don't think you can go either way, I think. What about we and us? Where should us go? The beginning or the end? And we?
Yeah.
The end. You wouldn't say us is going to the fair. Would you? You don't say us is going to the fair. You say, are you going to the fair with us? You put it at the end, don't you? You don't put it at the beginning. What do you say instead of us or going to the fair?
We are more.
We. So what is a nominative pronoun?
We.
We. Yeah. But we're talking about pronouns. Y'all see what I'm talking about? That's why I call them the Cookie Monsters. Because I think about Cookie Monster saying, me want cookies. He doesn't know his nominative pronoun. He should have put that, me as an objective. Okay. What is our action verb? Gone. And is it past, present, or future? It's a tricky. It's present perfect. P-R-E-S-T-E-R.
I looked up you want cookies and he popped up.
And who popped up?
Look.
Cookie Monster? Yeah, he's known for saying me want cookies. Now, we're not going to talk a lot about present perfect right now. That's a really confusing part. And it's not that it's confusing. There's so many odd ones. We're not even going to worry about that today. But just know it exists. Present perfect. Should have they are both helpers for the main verb, for your action verb. Should have are what? Helping verb. Good. Helping verb. To? Prep. Good. Preposition. Because to always and the preposition always has a noun after it. To where? But think about this real quick. When you have a preposition, there's always a noun that follows it. A person, place, or thing. So look for it every time. To where? Where are they going to? To the dance. So dance is your object of the preposition, okay? What is the? Article. Very good. Y'all had a good English teacher last year. Because I know y'all hadn't had me this first semester, and y'all know this stuff. Okay. Here's what is by.
Prep.
You had to make up what? I can't hear you. Miss D'Amico taught you article. That's great. By, and then what's yourself? Reflexive pronoun. Y'all know what reflexive pronoun is? It's easy because think about reflective being a mirror. They all have self on them. Myself, yourself, ourselves. They're all reflexive. Think about reflect. If you see a reflection, you see who? Yourself. So any of the ones that have self at the end are reflexive. Think about just being a reflection in the mirror. Reflexive pronouns. Okay. All right. That is your DGP for today. I need to make sure I post it for first period. Okay, now we are going to go back to Google Classroom. Go to all topics right here. And then vocabulary. I'm going to change the activity name to Monday, November 16th.
We want cookies.
Shh. Okay. We are being recorded. This is due. Vocabulary is going to be this Friday. Normally we give it 2 weeks, but guess why we're not going to do 2 weeks? What's next week? Thanksgiving, right?
For real?
Next week is Thanksgiving week.
Hey.
So I'm going to make it do this week.
I'm going to New York for Thanksgiving.
You are New York City or just New York?
New York City.
Oh, you're lucky. I've never been. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to sign in, and we're going to go to Born with a Mic.
Go to what?
The song, the vocabulary, Born with a Mic. Yeah, but you okay? You've been up and down, up and down. What's going on? Oh. Shh.
We want cookies.
Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. So it's Born with a Mic. We're gonna watch the video.
I'm on the subway right now with my mom, but don't worry about that part. I'm in London and I'm on tour. Let me tell you a little bit of stuff about myself, though. I had on like a attached to my umbilical cord. So believe this, I was rhyming as a fetus. Came out in the world just to find some new beats. Looked up at the bag and said, yo, who's he? Can he make a bad beat like Biggie's Juicy? Something with some kick to it like Bruce Lee. My birth was not normal or orthodox, cause neither the nurses nor the docs had ever seen the baby with skills or prowess like mine. You've got a song, yeah, I'm ready to shine. Mom wrapped me up and brought me home. Started to nurture me and help me grow. But I had a temper. You don't want to tamper or mess with my temper. I'm a devil in bed, because I needed some maternal care to support my mom. But I also needed to blow up the joints like a bomb. So I recorded a song, loud and bold, to make people forget that I was just 9 months old. So follow my narrative, my story unfolds. They called me MC Baby Food. Made my stage debut at the age of 2. First time I stepped on the stage, they made me too. They couldn't fathom, understand the figure. How this little baby with the mic was the nicest spit kicker. The crowd was bewildered, all confused until I busted like Busta Rhymes and shoulder dudes. I never got snared in a stare or caught in a beat, so I finished the show and hopped in my Jeep. Okay, it wasn't an authentic or real Jeep, it was plastic. Good deep on the sidewalk, but all the 1-year-old ladies, they thought I was crazy. They all called me baby. MC Baby Food is crazy. MC Baby Food is crazy, yo. My album dropped, people bought it like candy. I was always clever, smart, and candy. Flew to LA just to win the Grammy. Didn't go alone, I brought my name. #1 single that was mission accomplished. People catered to my needs, did what I wanted. The most intense moment, the climax was when they made a movie about me in IMAX. But a few days later, I turned on the news and saw another baby straight rapping the news. Called a little Tito, and the dude could kick it. Had a nice clothes, yeah, the kid was wicked. So I could run a Tito at his next show. Came face to face with him to let him know that MC Baby Food was #1. Said, pack up your toys, Tito, you're done. That was the start of the biggest baby beef since. Well, it was probably the biggest baby beef ever. He said, oh, you want some battle? Drop your mic right now, pick up your bridle. MC Baby Food is so soft and mushy, low to them goes home. So don't push me. I looked this dude up and down, and then I told him this. My good looks make the baby bottles nervous. I'm not all up in the club, but I'm getting bottle service. Is that your creepy? Call them off. Don't mess with my toddler on the raw. But all the little ladies, they thought I was crazy. They all called me baby. MC Baby Food is crazy. What's up, man? It's Lil Tito right here, you know what I mean? Just watch that little weed and all that little battle.
Okay, so make sure we're being recorded still. Let's make sure when we get by Friday, we need to be done with vocab cards, vocab game, read and respond, and then we'll have our quiz on Friday. All right. Bye, everybody.